And welcome, mother humpers, to Geek Salad's Retro Movie Reviews from the Geek Salad Podcast. I'm Andy.
And I'm Mike.
And tonight we kick off the month of October. It is Halloween month. And for the last couple of years, we've been looking back at horror movies from the decades. 2 years ago, we did the 70s. Last year, we did the 80s. Tonight, we are hitting it up with the 90s. And we're actually starting with 1990 as we discuss the cult classic Tremors.
Yeah, which almost came out in 89.
In my brain, it came out in 89.
Yeah, well, I think the initial trailer said coming November 1989.
Yeah.
But I guess the MPAA wanted to rate it R for all the language problems that they had. So They spent about 2 months editing out all the language issues. So it ended up coming out January 1990.
Okay, that makes sense. You're probably got the Wikipedia right up there. What is the actual release date?
Actual release date is January 19th, 1990.
Yeah, so right at the cusp.
Right there.
Still counts though. Yeah. With that said, I will say this movie is definitely a product of its time. It has all the looks and feels of a movie that was either made in 89 or 90. The music, the marketing for this, just kind of just the overall aesthetic of this movie screams it could only be made in this time period.
In fairness, though, it doesn't look all that dated.
There's a lot of stuff that looks dated, primarily haircuts, the ability to communicate, those kinds of things. But you know what isn't dated is rednecks who aren't, prepper rednecks arming themselves to the teeth.
Yeah, Michael Gross and Reba McEntire.
Evergreen. There was just something so funny also seeing Reba McEntire like holding like some heavy artillery.
Yeah. And can I also say, this is what other podcast gives you 2 weeks in a row of Fred Ward movies? Seriously.
You know what? The funny thing is too, is that 1990 was like a banner year for Fred Ward.
Yeah.
Because he did this, he did Miami Blues, and he did Henry and June, all were released in 1990. In fact, Henry and June was the very first NC-17 movie.
Wow.
A rating that, we thought was going to revolutionize, and it didn't at all.
Yeah. You know what? Tremors 2, I have a whole lot of fun with this the entire franchise. I haven't seen the latest movies, but the first 3 or 4, I don't hate. I have a lot of fun.
I've only seen this one, and this is the first time. All right, for my first case, you're not sleep without being held. My family says need to stay awake at night and watch all 6 Tremor movies in a row. Wow.
Yeah.
Like I said, I've only seen the first one, and it has quite literally been a dog's age. I think it's been about 34 years since I've seen Tremors, because this was this is this thing. This movie did not do well theatrically.
It barely grossed over its budget.
Right. But Kevin Bacon thought his career was over.
It crushed on video. Absolutely destroyed.
Well, that's the thing about this movie, is that this movie is very much, I don't know how much enjoyment. All right, so let me put travel back in time with me, shall we? 18-year-old Andy going to the movies to see this, maybe on a date, might have had a good time. By myself, probably not. This is definitely the kind of movie that you rent, lights out, watch from. Yeah.
What I love about this movie is it never really tries to be anything more than what it is.
No, exactly.
And it absolutely nails.
I admire that about this movie.
It in what it tries to be, it nails. I mean, just look at the poster. that is spot on a Jaws ripoff.
Oh yeah.
And
exactly. It's funny too because the graboids don't look anything like the profile of that creature in the poster.
Well, no, because that's the tongue. That's the tongue graboid thing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and that it match up because they're trying to hold the secret of what these things actually look like.
Right. Okay.
You don't see the full thing until probably halfway through the movie.
No, you don't. And I mean, when you really do get a good look at the larger one, it's dead.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is just. I mean, I think casting wise, it's an interesting movie with, your name characters and then your characters who just did this and then pretty much disappeared into the ether. Unless they did more Tremors movies.
Well, I mean, where is he? Ariana Richards, who then went on to be in Jurassic Park, I believe.
Oh, was she the little girl?
Yes.
Oh, wow. Okay. I didn't even realize that.
I mean, Bobby Jacoby, who played Melvin.
Yeah.
He's been in a few things, and he actually did come back for the series.
Right.
There was a short-lived TV series on Sci-Fi.
Of course there was.
And, Victor Wong is Walter Chang, and then I think this was this the year or 1 or 2 years after Big Trouble in Little China?
Big Trouble in Little China came out in 1986.
Okay, so this was 4 years after that.
So yeah, 3 or 4 year difference there. Finn Carter, the only thing I recognize her from looking at her bio, she played Rhonda.
Right.
Was the movie How I Got Into College, which I adore.
Yeah, she worked until her last role was in 2005, but her last real role was in 1996, and then she just kind of retired from
family whatnot. But no, she was in How I Got Into College, which has aged about as well as the Savage Steve Holland movie from the 80s will age. But it's still a lot of fun, and if you can find it anywhere, it might. It's definitely his number 2 movie for me, next to Better Off Dead.
Oh wow!
Yeah, I mean the only other thing I could think of that he did was One Crazy Summer before Eat the Cat.
I've never even heard of any of these movies.
You've heard of Better Off Dead, though.
Yes, that one I've heard.
Okay. Yeah. Damn shame people be throwing away a perfectly good white boy like that. It's just again, this was a fun way to start off not only the decade, but start off our conversation because we're going to get pretty heavy, going forward in a couple of these.
Yeah.
I don't mind saying, but there's a lot. Yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah, this one is just it's a fun one. In fact, we'll be talking about it more in a couple hours, or actually about an hour or so.
Yeah.
Hint.
Stay tuned, folks. If you're on the channel, stay tuned because it's double duty from Mike and I tonight.
Yeah, but yeah, I mean, you got Fred Ward, Kevin Bacon, Michael Gross, Reba McEntire.
Yeah.
And everyone knows their job and gets done.
Right, exactly. And like you said, this movie doesn't have any grandiose ideas about what it wants to be. It knows what it has to be. Which is admirable for a movie, especially in this day and age. More Garth, more Reba. The funny thing about Reba McEntire is that was definitely stunt casting.
It was, but you know what? I thought she was actually she was very serviceable in this movie.
She was excellent. I mean, then she went on and did like 8 seasons of a sitcom. Yeah. Where she was honestly quite good in. I didn't really watch a lot of it, but I know that she just.
And the really weird thing about her is that if you look at her today, she looks pretty much exactly the same.
Yeah. She's evergreen. I don't know how much plastic surgery she's had because I know that Dolly Parton will fully admit that's the secret that keeps her young. But
Yeah,
But yeah, no, she was really good. I mean, Michael Gross. It was nice to see Michael Gross do something that wasn't, Stephen P. Keaton from Family Ties.
Yeah.
Um,
How far removed was this from Family
a
Ties?
year. I think they were probably filming this movie right after they wrapped Family Ties. It depends on what the turnaround time is when this movie was actually shot. But I think Family Ties ended in '89.
They filmed this one in '89.
Yeah.
Where is I saw it? Filming began in early 1989 and lasted over 50 days.
Wow. Well,
so he must have gone right from the finale of Family Ties to this.
Right. It's funny too how small perfection is.
Yeah.
Like it is almost legitimately all trailers.
Yeah, I mean, when they show like the entering perfection, how many people did it say are in the town?
I don't even remember what the population was. Because look,
I mean, there's the guy who died on the tower.
Yep.
There's the doctor and his wife. That's 3. Earl and Val. I mean, there's less than 20 people in the entire town, and it's apparently it's in a valley, so not a whole lot of ways to get in and out.
Yeah. Taking a look.
Yeah.
In Tremors. Oh, okay. It's 14 people.
Oh, okay.
Population sign in the beginning explicitly states this number, and the inhabitants are later listed. So, yeah, you met all the townsfolk of perfection.
Yeah, well, both, and they're alive state and a couple in just dead state.
Right, exactly. They can go update the update the thing later.
Yeah, the entire population of the town at the end of the movie are on those rocks.
Right.
That's it.
Yeah. That was kind of cool too. That it took them. There was a lot of ingenuity that they needed to kill.
Yeah.
Kill them. Especially because there was which is interesting. There's only 4 of them.
Yeah.
Were there 4 or were there 5? No, there were 4.
There were 4 because she found signs of 3 others after they killed the one.
Right. Okay. I couldn't remember.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's just this movie. It's short. It's just over half hour. Just over an hour and a half.
Perfect timing. Honestly, this movie shouldn't have gone any longer than what it.
It moves along at a nice pace. No scene kind of drags. There's enough comedy in there to keep it light and airy throughout all the deaths. And it's just, like I said, it knows exactly what it is. It doesn't try to be anything more, and it nails the project. Yeah,
I mean, legitimately, it is no masterpiece, but it's a fun. It's fun. It's popcorn.
This is the kind of movie I could put on at any time.
You're up.
Like if I'm flipping through and I see it on, I'm like, oh, okay, I'll stop and watch it. Yeah.
I'm pretty sure too. This was a big Sci-Fi Channel.
I can guarantee that because I mean the Sci-Fi Channel is the one that had the TV series that lasted I think 9 episodes.
Yeah,
it was fun.
I'm pretty sure they had a hand in making those movies. I mean, none of the sequels were theatrical releases, correct?
I would say that is correct. Yeah.
Okay.
Fred Ward came back for the second one, and then from I think from 1 through at least I think 6, the only constant was Michael Gross. Burt Gummer.
Yeah.
Reba never came back. I do think Kevin Bacon might have come back in one of the last ones. Maybe as a cameo appearance.
Maybe? Okay.
Because it took him a while, but he eventually did kind of come to appreciate this movie.
Well, yeah, I know. Again, as I mentioned before, when this movie came and went, he felt like his career was done.
Yeah.
And
when was JFK?
well, JFK was 91, but I mean, JFK was also, it was a cameo role.
It was, yeah.
It was an extended cameo. But
yeah, okay, I'll
but
give
then,
you that.
Later, the summer of 90, he was in Flatliners, which was a big hit.
Yes. Yeah.
So he was in that. I mean, now we appreciate Kevin Bacon.
Yeah.
You know.
He doesn't lead that many movies, but whenever he shows up, you notice him.
Well, we've said that about what's the movie? X-Men First Class.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, it was like we wanted him. I mean, he was a perfect villain.
Yeah.
And Shaw was a perfect role for him.
Yeah.
So.
And he got to get that, classic hair back.
Yeah, exactly. So, I mean, overall, I mean, I don't really, I mean, this isn't the kind of movie that you can have like a long critique of. It's an entertaining movie. There's a lot of cool special effects, especially, I mean, this movie did have a budget. Let's just put it that way. It did have a budget.
Yeah.
And they put the budget to good use.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they didn't have a whole huge cast, and the set was fairly easy to deal with. It was mainly the creatures, and the creatures looked good, especially for 1990, 89.
Also, think about this. The biggest name, the name above the title is Kevin Bacon.
Yeah.
Right? What did he do after Footloose? He did a couple of John Hughes movies. He did She's Having a Baby. But I'm sure I could look it up, but I am really kind of struggling to think of, like, did he have a huge hit sometime in between? I'm looking it up now too.
I've got it right here.
Footloose and Tremors.
Oh crap! I mean, yeah, he was also in the Guardians of the Galaxy Christmas special.
That's true, but that was well after Tremors.
Yes, yeah. Planes, Trains, and Automobiles. He was a taxi racer.
Oh, yeah, and Planes, Trains, and Automobiles was a cameo.
Yeah,
because he was working with John Hughes at the time on She's Having a Baby.
Yeah, I mean, he starred in Footloose. He starred in Quicksilver.
Oh God, Quicksilver! That was the follow-up. That's the failed follow-up. Honestly, I'm looking at movies here.
Yeah,
that would have been.
Criminal
I mean,
Law?
I liked The Big Picture. The Big Picture was directed by Christopher Guest. I liked that movie, but again, that is one of those like video store gems that has been lost to time. There's not a lot there. No, there is not a lot there in between.
Yeah, The Big Picture. The Big Picture had a box office of $117,000.
Oh God!
On a budget of $5 million, that did not do well.
Yeah.
Roddy McDowall was in that. Wow.
I always forget that he was in A Few Good Men.
I mean, he was in this movie called Criminal Law.
Yeah, he was doing a lot of movies that were able to probably carry the weight of his name, but no, seriously. Yeah. I mean, he had a lot of bigger stuff in the 90s.
Flatliners was 1990 as well.
Forget how big of a star he became because of The River Wild. He was nominated for a Golden Globe for that.
Oh yeah, and then the year after The River Wild, he got Apollo 13.
Right.
And that was big for him.
Right. So there's plenty to celebrate in the career of Kevin Bacon, but I can totally understand him being a little upset over how this one went down.
Yeah.
but
yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, I really, I mean, can you look up who did the score for this one? I looked him up earlier and I don't really remember.
The score for this one is Ernest Troost.
Okay, and I remember a lot of it was it bounced back and forth between kind of like the hillbilly harmonica stuff that you heard a lot of when you were watching movies set in a more rural area.
Yeah.
And then from there.
Yeah, for as much as I've watched this movie, it's never the score that pulls me in.
Well, I think the opening score, it doesn't pull me in either, but the opening score prior to then when it switches to more orchestral for the action scenes,
Yeah.
it stands out more, but it stands out more to me because I remember movies of that time period having that type of score. But this is very much this to me again, theatrically released movie that just feels like a video store classic.
Yeah. And that is where it made all its money, really.
Exactly. So, don't let them tell you just because your box office is weak that your streaming numbers can't be great. So
Exactly.
Superman, even though that did really well. But anyway, I mean that's all I really got to say about Tremors. How about you?
Apparently, it was like one of the biggest movies in rentals in 1990.
That makes sense. I mean, but then again, that was also we had Pretty Woman and Ghost that year as well. Keep in mind, I started working at a video rental store in 1990, right after I got out of high school.
Adopted Video, right?
Adopted Video, yes. So trust me, I know what the big ones were.
Yeah, well, I don't really have anything more to say about it. It's just it is a really fun movie that I adore. I adore this movie.
It's fun. It's fun. I don't know. I mean, again, I don't have the same place in my heart that most people have for this movie. I know Em loves this movie. Em Verbal Diorama loves this movie.
Yeah, well, I would agree with her on this one.
Yeah. But no, I enjoyed it. That's about what I can say about it. Is I had a good time watching it. So anyway, we want to know, what are your thoughts on not only Tremors, but have you seen all of the sequels? All of them.
There are a lot.
There are a lot of sequels. So leave that polite comment below. If you're new to the channel, hi. Hit that subscribe button. Do all the things that you do when you go to YouTube. Subscribe, thumbs up, yada yada yada. Also, you can follow us on the socials at Geek Salad Podcast on Facebook and Geek Salad Radio on Blue Sky. We also host a little podcast, Mike and I, along with our friends Joe and Catherine, Geek Salad, which you can check out wherever you get your podcast, including here on YouTube. And so if you are watching right now, live, hi, hang around the channel because don't forget to hit that subscribe button because in about
20 minutes or so,
15 minutes or so, we're going to go back live and we're going to have our live conversation about our about horror movies for non-horror movie fans.
Hi.
So it'll be a good conversation if you want to get in on the chat there. By all means, we love having the lively conversation. I will post the links once we go live to both our Facebook and our Blue Sky accounts. Yep. So you will see that there that we are live. Just jump on in and we can have that conversation. And also, if you're looking for something else to do in your busy days, check out our archive. We've got tons. We've been doing this for what now? 7 years?
Yeah, wow.
Yeah, it's like 7 or 8 years now. So check out all of our retro movie reviews. We do this all the time. Go back, check out our Halloween 80s movies and our 70s movies. We had some great guests talk about those. So I think I've said about all I can say. So what I'll say next is thank you for watching. We'll see you. Hopefully we'll see you soon. And until next time, I'm Andy.
I'm Mike.
Go forth and be nerdful. Talk to you later.
Bye-bye.